April is World Autism Month, a time to celebrate, support, and advocate for the autism community. This year, Autism Speaks is focused on the future, working to expand opportunities, improve health and longevity, and build stronger, more inclusive communities. Joining us is José A. Gregorisch, a champion of change with Autism Speaks, who is helping lead that effort. José, thank you so much for being here. So tell us, what is your personal journey with autism?
So I was just recently diagnosed about a year and a half ago as an adult, but it began when I was a child. A lot of the same struggles you've heard a million times. We don't know where we're to fit in. We're trying to figure ourselves out. And then as I grew up, my son was diagnosed with autism. And as they were explaining to him some of the issues he'd have, I realized they were describing me. And that sort of linked everything for me together. And I knew I had to fight for him and for everybody else who's struggling with trying to figure themselves out and finding their place in this world.
Wow, but what better to have his dad, be able to understand him so much more. So tell us more about your involvement with Autism Speaks and why are you working with them?
So one of the important things that I realized as I was trying to help my son out is that there were a lot of children in our community, a lot of adults who were struggling with a lot of the things that I struggled with. And Autism Speaks sort of gave me a voice in being able to expand that message that I've been carrying locally on a national scale. So they've been just absolutely incredible in not only helping me get educated, but also translating that for other individuals, because there are a lot of children and a lot of adults who don't know where to even begin in finding the right resources for autism.
That's great. So what is Autism Speaks doing for World Autism Month?
Big three things going on right now is a big push for advocating, participating, and educating. And so what do we mean by that? There's a few things going on. Autism Speaks is launching their Advocacy Academy, which folks across the country can sign up now for. They're bringing advocates to Washington in a few days for Washington, D.C. Hill Day, which runs April 20th through the 22nd. It's a great opportunity for self-advocates and other members in the community to meet with the policymakers, which is super, super important. Participating, a huge thing too, that we're working on this month. So getting involved, run an Empower Walk, an Empower 5K run, which we had one about a month ago here in South Florida. It was phenomenal. And if you can't join, if there's not anyone near you where you live, then you can go online actually to autismspeaks.org. They're doing a 31-mile challenge, which, where does 31 miles come from? There are approximately 1 in 31 children born with autism. And so that's where that idea came from. Folks can log on, get more information there. It's a pretty neat thing how they're rolling that out and you're able to participate that way. And lastly, educating. Take time to learn, take time to teach. It's super important. I can, through my own path, it took me a very long time to learn about myself and a very long time to feel comfortable talking to others. But the more we learn from each other, the more we are open to meeting each other halfway, the more this message gets across, the more people can be helped. There's a lot of folks out here that are in need of just knowing that they're not alone in this world.
José, thank you so much for sharing your story and for the important work that you're doing. And for those of you that want to learn more about Autism Speaks and how you can get involved, you can visit autismspeaks.org.
Thank you so much. Everybody can help us redefine what's possible. Thank you for having me.